Hello, everybody, and we should have clicked.
We gotta click first, dumbass.
I got too excited. Are you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Letterboxbookclub. Book Club. My name is Mackenzie.
And my name is Claire.
And today we will be discussing Chestnut Springs number 3, Powerless by Elsie Silver.
Woo!
Slowly making our way through the books.
Yeah, smashing them
I
out.
will begin us with the Goodreads blurb.
Take it away.
2 childhood friends, 2 broken hearts, 1 impromptu road trip to get away from everything. That's all that this was supposed to be. After all, I've been living in the friend zone for years now. But hockey heartthrob Jasper Gervais isn't looking at me like a friend anymore, and he isn't touching me like one either. To his fans, he's the handsome, talented athlete on TV. But to me, he's still the lost boy with sad eyes and a heart of gold, the man I've loved in secret for years. So when my life falls apart on my wedding day, it only makes sense that he's the one to swoop in and save me. And when his world comes crashing down around him, I'm there to return the favour. But the more time we spend alone, the more Jasper doesn't feel like a friend at all. He feels like everything I've ever wanted and thought I could never have. Our feelings aren't straightforward, though. They twist and turn around the pain of his past and the reality of my present. Jasper Gervais acts like he wants me, but after years of running away, he's going to need to prove it.
Ooh, I love that.
The end.
The end, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, Claire, go.
Okay, I really enjoyed this book. I thought this book was so cute. This book was so cute. I think you said in the last episode that, like, from this point kind of onwards, you kind of step away from, like, the ranch life, and, like, I totally see that, because these characters aren't initially from, the Wishing Well, or the ranch, and so it's nice to see more of a separation in that. I really enjoyed it. There was quite a little bit going on in terms of, like, emotional turmoil between both of these characters. No, it was great, it was cute, loved it. That's all I say so far. As far as I'm aware, I have no qualms, but it may come up as I go. I didn't write any down.
I'm the same. I loved this book. I loved kind of the departure away from Wishing Well Ranch. Like, we didn't spend a lot of our time there. We get to explore the big city of Canada. I like that this book kind of delves into more, like, nitty-gritty kind of stories and themes. It's not just, ooh, I'm a small, tiny girl finding love in a sexy cowboy. This is, oh no, I'm about to ruin my life. But is it okay for me to throw it away for this man who I don't know if he has feelings for me or not? And also, the man I was going to marry is a cheating piece of shit, and my father hates this guy that I'm in love with, and I think my dad also kind of hates me vibes.
There's a lot. Yeah, the whole, a lot of hard-hitting sort of themes as well, because I suppose to bring it up now, we have, like, the missing Beau going MIA in the army, and of course anybody who has military family or is a part of that life, you know, I'm sure they would understand, like, the worries and the deep concern when someone you love is missing in action. Interesting to see that. Very interesting that we see that more of Jasper's reaction as opposed to everybody else, but it is what it is. And also just the whole theme of found family with Jasper as well, because this is the family that kind of chose him and accepted him when his life went to shit, and it's just lovely to see.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And same with Sloane in a way, although she is technically their cousin. She is very much welcome to be on the ranch whenever they go. It's become the ranch of the wayward people. You know, everyone has a stint there. Everyone has a stint. It reminds me of my grandparents' house that I currently live in, because, like, there was a time where tough times were had, and everyone ends up here at some point. So, like, I relate to that a lot.
I like, as well, that Harvey is so nonchalant about it all the time as well, and it's just, like, the door is open for anyone who needs it.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's just going with the flow. I feel like he'd secretly enjoy that type of company as well, though. Like, it's just everyone free-flowing. Yeah,
it's like, are you lonely, my guy?
Now I'm worried, because there's the lady friend. Whose mother is it? Is it Sloane's mother?
Yeah.
So now I'm scared.
Why?
I don't know, because they're already... I suppose they're in-laws. Aren't they? Yeah? Sister-in-law?
Yeah, sort of, but not really, because Jasper isn't really Harvey's.
No. I meant, I forget her name. I think it's Cordelia. I think she is Sloane's mum,
Oh, yeah.
who is Harvey's wife's, or late wife's sister.
Oh, yeah. No, that in-laws.
So like, I'm worried that that's going to be a thing. Oh, like, I don't know. Like, it's, I'm sure, like, they're big adults and they can do whatever the fuck they want, you know? But it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but if the
it's
sister is dead...
But then, hypothetically, Sloane and Violet could be stepsisters instead of cousins, is what I'm trying to get at. Anyway, it's taking a Credence approach. Not not really, but... yeah, triggered. But yeah, no, anyway.
I'm dying.
I feel like there's no Harvey book at all, so like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there isn't, but it might come. It hasn't been confirmed or denied, so not sure.
So, as I was reading this book, I really enjoyed when Winter popped up because, as I've already said to you, I have this preconceived idea that the next book about Winter is going to be my favourite, just because I like the conflict that Winter has in her situation, and it'll be very interesting to see how she resolves things and how she reconciles in a way with Summer, because we get glimpses of their kind of newfound friendship in this book as well. We have a slight glimpse, so I'm interested to see that journey. She's choking.
I'm choking. It's gonna be a good yeah, I really enjoyed the friendship as well between Sloane and Winter that came out of this. Just two girls, kind of, you know, on the outskirts of this whole Witchingwell Ranch kind of thing, but being dragged into it kind of against their will, but also not complaining about it.
Yeah, no. They're just, living life, accepting all the drama. But yeah, that was like my favourite aspect. But yeah, I did enjoy that. The extremities of this book just between Sloane and Jasper, because, like, you know, we have a runaway bride, we have a road trip, we have brother essentially missing in action, and we've got suspended from the hockey team, and all these tumultuous moments and emotions, and it's big.
Mm-hmm. I also love the road trip trope.
I think it's almost like an adventure book in that there is a point to get to, and then we just get to see the journey and the natural development of the relationship as it happens. Do you have any qualms? Ladies and gentlemen, 2024.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is happening again. I don't know how to approach this as a qualm, because I don't know if it's a qualm with the story or a qualm with a character.
Okay. If we talk it out, we may be able to figure it out.
So, Jasper has a lot of guilt because he blames himself for his sister's death. So, what happened is, when they were kids, they had quad bikes or whatever. And so the whole family, like mum, dad, his sister, and Jasper, were going for a quad ride. And they were all on their different quads or whatever. And they got to an intersection or a corner or something, like a blind intersection, blind corner kind of deal. And Jasper went first over the intersection. And then he and his dad had hand signals to, like, stop, go, blah, blah, blah. And Jasper put his hand up to say, like, stop, there's a truck coming. But his sister thought that he was waving, so she went to go and she was hit by the truck and ultimately killed. So Jasper's dad then blames Jasper and leaves and starts his own new family.
I know, that's rough.
Yeah. So I don't know if my qualm is, like, you would think if you were all quadding and stuff, and, like, it wasn't, like, the first time Jenny, is that her name, Jenny, was on a quad bike, you would think that she would have been taught the hand signals.
Yeah, it gave off the vibe that they'd have these sorts of adventurous trips together all the time.
Yeah, or at least, you know, her dad should have watched to see what Jasper was doing, and then if she started to go, he would have been like, well, no, that means stop.
Like, you would have assumed there'd be, like, a brief before the journey. It's like, alright, this is our code, etc. Because then, yeah, why would it be fair for only Jasper and his dad to only know the code if, yeah, the four of them are going to be there? I understand, it was really tricky. I guess it's just a way, it's just written so that Jasper can forever live with that guilt, and then for his life to essentially turn to shit because of it. And it sucked when he was describing it as well, because, you know, he was kind of saying that he felt proud to take this responsibility for, like, the family and for his dad and everything, and it was just, like, such a big moment for him to be able to take the lead in an adventure or outing such as this. And then, yeah, just turn to shit. What a pretty violent way to go.
Crushed, yeah.
Getting whacked by a semi while you're on a quad bike. That is crazy.
I would hope it was insta-kill.
Yeah. Like, good night. Yeah, for sure. And then, subsequently, Jasper's life, turns to shit. His father, starts a new family, as you said, pretty much. And the mother just kind of dips, but calls and asks for money every now and then because he's a successful athlete. And so he's been pretty much abandoned. And then, of course, the Eaton boys pick him up. Mm-hmm. And they're his new family now. And we love that.
Yeah, because he's been living in his car, like back in the day in high school.
Yeah, no, I completely understand what you mean about the qualm, because it seems, such like an innocuous incident that you'd think they would have more direction in how they're going to approach riding as a family on the quad bike and the communication of it all. Maybe it's borderline negligent of the father, or it's just an outright accident between everybody involved, perhaps.
So, I don't know if I can... I spilled it. If I can really call it a qualm or not. I just wish that it was written a little stronger in that I understand that there needs to be blame on Jasper because he needs to have this trauma, etc. But the way he was acting about he has to be the one to drive, blah, blah, blah. I thought it was that he had, let her drive or something, and then there was an accident, and it was his fault.
Yeah, as I said, the whole situation, something as innocuous as that, he can't be the sole person responsible. Yeah. Or if, even it was, she was a passenger on his bike, or on his quad, and they both got into the accident, but she survived. That survivor's guilt, potentially, as well. Because he wasn't really... Sure, he took the lead, but he wasn't necessarily in absolute control of what was going on. But of course, as a family, you'd take a better fucking route.
Or, and again, what you were about to say, so you can argue until the cows come home, but...
It was just a terrible accident, ultimately. Everyone has a piece to blame, except for the mother. The mother was just, chilling, riding her bike. Yeah, I understand, absolutely understand what you mean, though.
It is what it is.
I realise now that I really enjoyed that Sloane and Jasper are athletes in their own right as well. Ballerina.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
It takes so much. To get into the prep and prime.
Yeah, and they ruin their feet.
Yeah, Jesus. And as we're learning throughout Sloane's career, Jasper would be the one to rub her feet and everything. It's so cute. But also, and an athlete knows you got to take care of your body and everything. So why wasn't Jasper on Rhett's ass about all this the entire time? You know what I mean?
But because Rhett was hiding his injuries.
Yeah, true. Athletes in their own right, and I just love that they understand each other in that way as well. Perhaps we can just kick off into the plot.
Let us do that.
Alright. Oh, and just quickly, I'm enjoying how there's slight timeline overlap, because in the epilogue of the second book, Cade and Willa had their baby, but in this book, they're still pregnant, yes. Which is great, because I love that. Beginning of the book, straight away, we have a wedding happening, I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, Jasper's at the rehearsal dinner, yeah.
Sure, I just know it's a wedding. Wedding setting, some sort of preparation is happening. I've just forgotten what the guy's name is. Sloane is set to marry
Sterling Woodcock.
Woodcock, because of course. I don't know, there's animosity, because obviously, I don't know, Jasper is there, and Sloane is having second thoughts. Because she's realising Sterling is not a great guy. Mm-hmm. Lo and behold, she receives not a hey girly message, but it would have been fun if that was the case, you know. But she receives an anonymous video of Sterling cheating on his bachelor night or something like that. Sloane finds out, she freaks the fuck out, because then she realises that he absolutely does not respect her or even deserves her. And then we learn, I don't know if we learn in this kind of moment now, upon her realisation, or later on, but her father and Sterling's father are business associates, and this is essentially a modern arranged marriage situation.
Yeah, they've only known each other for 5 months.
Yeah, but hey, to be fair, Rhett and Summer got engaged after 2 months.
This is true.
We cannot hang shit on anybody here.
Yeah.
Still weird. Sloane has this realisation, and Willa sets a distraction, claiming that she's having issues with her baby, or it's coming, or something.
Yeah, it's coming.
And Jasper wisps Sloane away, and thus their journey ensues.
And she runs away to the ranch, and then, she just hangs out. But she realizes, oh no, this is like the next day, that she realizes she doesn't have any clothes.
Yeah.
So they go to like a Walmart or something and get clothes, and she gets, oh my god, what does she get? She gets, Jasper's jersey.
Yeah, that's cute, yeah.
Yes.
While Sloane is slumming it out at the ranch, she's being harassed essentially, yeah, by Sterling and her father, being like, oh, you know, you're making a mistake, you know, you gotta come back for the wedding. Like, it's so meta to write these male characters as, yeah, they're very disrespectful, disinterested, inconsiderate of, like, their daughter's feelings, and it's obviously written in such a misogynistic way because we do have to hate them. And I'm sure, yeah, there are real feelings, fathers with daughters, fiancés with soon-to-be wives and stuff, which is really weird if that's the case, but it is such a real set of behaviours and everything, but, like, it is just super obvious and meta in the fiction world.
For sure.
So a lot of it seemed pretty cringe, because it's like, I know you are misogynistic and you don't care about her, but, like, it's just very obvious, yeah. Kind of like cartoon style. Also, around this time, Jasper hears from Harvey saying that Beau is missing in action, so Jasper is upset and stressed the fuck out. Well, everyone's stressed the fuck out, but Jasper sees Beau as more of a big brother because they have a more tighter friendship relationship than anybody else. And so with that, it affects his hockey, and so they have a slew of losses, and Jasper, being the goalie, takes it really hard because, you know, it's his main job to defend, and he feels like he's not locked in, so he's just putting up with it.
Yeah, and then he finally tells his coach what's going on, and so then his coach is like, you fucking idiot, like, you're taking 2 weeks off.
I like that, though, because that's responsible, because a lot of people hide all their shit from work, and it affects either work or all sorts of social relationships and everything, and it's like, yeah, just tell them, and they'll understand, or if you need to take that mental break, take the mental break, which is good messaging.
He was like, I'm not doing that, blah, 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 and then his coach, or whoever it was like, no, you are taking the time.
Because, yeah, obviously stress and not being in the game, or not focusing on your job is very... Even though he just plays hockey, not any other sort of job like construction or anything like that, like, of course, having that sort of distraction is inherently dangerous. But yeah, I suppose as a athlete as well, you know, you're being paid, I'm going to assume, millions of dollars to win, or at least try and win, and if you're letting it slip easily, then yeah, the best case is to just have a rest. Yeah. Stress leave. Love that.
And I'm assuming that would be, like, paid stress leave as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't take it well, of course, because he's just very into hockey. He's very defensive about it, but he has no choice. The head coach, you're cut from the team for the time being, bud.
Do not even show your face around here.
Exactly. I'll extend it to 2 weeks. 2 more weeks. A month. Okay, so while I was reading it, I was just wondering, like, what a hockey schedule looks like. Because I'm so used to our sports being played, like, once a week, like, on a weekend. But it seemed like the consecutive games that they played, it seemed to be within a week. So I'm just confused. That's how I read it. Because I feel like it hadn't been long. But I suppose their team doesn't do too well anyway.
I will look it up.
I don't know, it just read it wasn't a very long time when when Jasper heard about the news, and, like, it was, like, consecutive losses.
Oh yeah, so there's Panthers and Bruins versus each other Tuesday and then Wednesday.
Okay.
And Friday, and then Sunday, and then Tuesday.
So that team has played 5 games.
Yeah, and then Friday again, and then Sunday, yeah, and then the other teams, they play Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Friday. So yeah, they play lots of games.
Jesus Christ, but maybe it's just because I know fuck all about hockey.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be like once a week, twice a week, because I know with Big Bash cricket, obviously they can play back-to-back days sometimes because it's only T20 and it's not that physically straining on the players. But yeah, I thought hockey, you know, is a lot of agility and stamina and, like, strength, and, like, I feel like they need more of a break. But
yeah, it would have to be, like, you've got all that uniform on, and then you're skating as well.
Maybe AFL players are just pussies, and they can play multiple times a week, but they're precious little bodies.
Maybe.
I'm kidding. I love AFL. So, no, yeah.
Say it with your whole
And they're
chest.
not even being paid millions. They put their bodies on the line for 10 years. I digress. Okay, so that makes sense. Like, he'd have 4 games in a week. Perfect. All right. Thank you for clarifying, Kenzie, being our little researcher.
All I did was Google.
She came in clutch. It was a clutch. It saved the goal. I don't know. I would love to get into hockey, though. I've watched it when, like, the Olympics are on, but I never really understood what was going on. I get the gist.
Yes, well, we were going to go, but then I unfortunately was having a baby.
Oh, yeah. How dare you? Yeah.
Yeah, not unfortunately. Everyone calm down.
Maybe thanks to Icebreaker's success, we can get more hockey exhibitions in Australia or in Melbourne.
Yeah, hopefully.
I get the gist of hockey. I just don't understand the fouls, like what counts as a foul.
Yeah.
Contest reset. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, stress leave. And then I think there was something about Harvey needing somebody to send hay, I don't know, to Violet. And Jasper's like, I'll go.
Yeah, because she didn't have great hay, so...
And so Sloane tags along because she just wants to escape her life and pretty much, in a way, also punish her father and Sterling for harassing her, even though they still continue to do so.
Yes, and I loved that her mum was like, do what you need to do, like, stay away. Like, I would do the same if I were you.
Talk about women supporting women.
Yes.
And I think maybe at the same time she's realising that, her husband is not a great fella and he's just probably likeable because he's... rich, maybe.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Well, I think maybe that she was in the same sort of situation.
Oh, yes, of course. It's a cycle. Damn.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's never truly
and she's
happy.
like, if I could, I would get out, yeah.
Yeah, and just skipping to the end just a little bit, I think her name's Cordelia, and she has her own little stint at the ranch now as well, which is nice. Yeah, I reckon Harvey just secretly loves everybody just coming.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Because I think that before everyone got into these relationships, it was just, them living their lives, working, coming home, etc. There hasn't been this much excitement amongst the ranch.
No. And I bet he lives for the excitement.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. They go on a road trip. They have a stop at a small town named Rose Hill, I think, which sounds very familiar.
The Rose Hill series.
Yeah.
It's the start of the Rose Hill series. Yeah. So I wonder if that hotel will come up again.
Ooh, yeah. Because the setting was actually quite beautiful because it was like, a glacier and there's like a lake. So it's like a very snowy-esque sort of area.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
And again, I keep thinking it's like, I know it's in Canada, but like I keep thinking America and like a hot ranch, which that's probably where they are.
Yeah, same.
But then it's like all of a sudden there's snow in a glacier lake and it's like, oh, what the fuck? But no.
Yeah.
That's just my fault. So yeah, take it away. I'm talking too much.
Okay, so they go to Rose Hill. Well, no, first they have a little accidente or something, like the brakes aren't working properly on the trailer.
Oh, yeah. It's either on the way... Yeah, actually, it's on the way.
Yeah, so he has to, like, do some manoeuvring and, like, pull off on, like, a truck stop and, like, slow down thing. And then he's, like, having a catatonic moment.
Yes.
And he's in shock. And Sloane climbs onto his lap and is just trying to get him to calm down. And, they're okay, it's fine. And which I get because... I know, sometimes people, when you're having a moment, like, you need that strong, like, you just need someone to, like, hold you tight, like...
Yeah.
And then he is all like, I don't know, they're talking about how they're friends and blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, well, I hope you're still my friend because I'm about to fuck it all up. And he kisses her.
Yeah.
And then it's amazing. And then they go to their hotel there, or they find a hotel there, my apologies. Then she's like, what the fuck? And he's like, what the fuck? And I can't remember the order of... Nothing happens this time.
I don't think so.
They go and they play pool, and she drinks her Budsy's best.
Yeah, they become, like, extra adventurous and kind of flirty. Because they're unaware of each other's yearning and pining for each other. Because they just think the other sees themselves as just friends. And then, obviously, later throughout, Sloane thinks that in that catatonic moment that... Jasper had just realised his attraction to Sloane and she kind of is upset by that. Right. But he's trying to explain, no, I've actually been in love with you since you were like 18 or whatever the fuck. Yeah. But also, what I want to say about that catatonic moment, see, that sort of thing would have made sense if they had an accident in which he was driving, because it would have been like exact.
Exactly,
he would have been in control.
That's why I kept thinking the whole time. I was like, oh, he had an accident, where he was driving and she died, or something, or like she was driving and he should have been driving.
Yeah, because that would have made sense. But I suppose maybe just the grand scheme of putting someone he cares about in a sense of danger. Like that, yeah. But which sucks.
Yeah, so on the way to Violet's, it's kind of uneventful. But then on the way back is when she walks into the bathroom and he is having a good old go at himself.
Having a wank?
Having a wank.
Bring back the word wank.
Yeah, and she...
Because she really wants something to happen. She's trying hard to kind of make something happen.
Yeah, she like goes to sleep and he's like, no, sit on the counter and watch me fucking fuck my hand and blah, blah. And she also sees that he has a ballerina tattoo and she's like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, it's you, baby. He's like, I didn't go to your opening night for the Nutcracker. And like, why is it always Nutcracker? Anyway, Nutcracker or Swan Lake.
I think, is it not the biggest ballet productions ever?
Yes, but still. Anyway, he's like, I couldn't go opening night, but like I sat up in the nosebleeds like on another night or whatever, and I saw you and I watched you, and now I have this ballerina tattooed on me. And like, I'm sure it's very beautiful, but I kept imagining, like, you know how you imagine Faye is really shit at painting.
It's a really shit tattoo.
I imagine just like, yeah, really shit, like a stick figure tattoo or something.
Yeah, imagine a stick figure in just like a pose.
Yeah.
God damn, yeah. No, that's cute. It's weird if you don't end up together, though. But I suppose they're buds, so, like, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Oh, well, doesn't matter, yeah.
But I don't know, still, like, if I was with someone and if they had, say, a girl best friend and they had a tattoo dedicated to said girl best friend, unless they were, like, born and raised together, and then at that point it's like, just get together. Like,
yeah.
But
yeah, I agree. Yeah. But of course, in a book like this, they're always going to end up together. It's just how they get there.
Yes.
And the traumas and the suffering contest between the both of them.
Yes.
I suppose the suffering is what brings them together. Yep, sorry, go on. Tattoo.
Yes, anyway, and then I do believe that sex ensues beyond that.
Yep.
And then they just don't stop fucking.
They're just horn dogs. Yeah, they just go at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Jasper has this...
Oh, wait, I forgot. No, I am a liar. I think that the wanking situation was on the way to Violet.
I feel like they...
Yeah, and then nothing happened. And then because when they get to Violet's, remember, they send them to the Love Shack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then all they do is fuck all over the Love Shack. Yeah. But again, he's all like, I love being in control. It's my deep, dark secret, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God.
It's worse than edging. Worse than the edging secret in the other book.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, what was that? They wreck the holes.
Yeah, wreck the holes, I think, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, like, you love being in control. That's fine. We get it. It's hot. Like, it's not this big... Anyway.
Because he's never had proper control in his life.
Yes. Anyway, and of course he has a whopping penis.
And it doesn't fit. It's not going to fit. It's not going to fit.
It's not going to fit. It never fits.
But it did. She took it like a good girl.
Yeah.
But to be fair, you know, like, I think you said something earlier about being like a tiny, tiny girl, but like, she is a tiny, tiny ballerina with this big ass fucking hockey player. Like, come on.
This is true. This is true.
Every, like, Summer's teeny tiny. I'm pretty sure, like, Willa's described as teeny tiny. And, like, Rhett's, you know, muscular bull rider. Cade's just a general muscular fucking farmer. Anyway, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But yeah, Jasper did feel like, not ashamed, but felt like it was a secret that he liked to be dominant and controlling in bed.
Yeah. Which, like, it never is, BB. It never is.
But here's my thing. The ladies never seemed to have anything gnarly, no gnarly sort of kinks. They always seemed really, like, it's okay.
I want one to just be like, I never do vaginal sex, it's only anal. Like,
the one thing you hate, and is that's what you want to...
Or, like, I love it when men bite my nipples off. Like, I don't know.
Like, if you're gonna go kinky, go kinky. Like, domineering is, like, a little bit too basic these days.
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah, at this point, show a whip or something. Or, like, rattle a chain, you know?
Yeah.
Get someone to bark. I don't know. Wear a tail.
He does get her to crawl. He does get her
to crawl. That's so funny. No, but the thing is, what I was trying to say is, like, the ladies, our lady female characters never seem to have something wild about them in bed compared to the men. But when it's always the men being that, I don't know, domineering, like, they're always inherently accepting and submissive of that. Like, there's no, like, kind of compromise or, like, I don't even want to say fight back, but, like, I want the ladies to have a bit of more oomph instead of just being accepting of what the guys want to do.
Yeah. Just instead of being like, oh, yeah, baby, I'll do whatever you want. Be like, okay, I'm not 100% comfortable with that, but let's have a conversation and maybe we can work up to you being, like, domineering.
Maybe, yeah, let's have a safe word for starters. There was no safe word at all. She's like, ooh, I like this. But, like, it's okay if they want to like it, but, like, I want to see more, like, active communication about it. Like, let the ladies be wild, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I thought Willow was going to be the wild one, but I suppose I completely forgot to mention that I thought Cade was really weird for putting the panties in Willow's mouth, but then she's even weirder for accepting it. I don't know. Yeah. It's really, really good. But, like, she's great for accepting it. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, being domineering in bed is, from a guy's point of view, doesn't seem like that out there. Then, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird thinking, like, Jasper, he's just, like, a very guilt-ridden survivor guilt guy, and then suddenly the bedroom closes and he's like,
and then why does it always, because again but again, this fuels that, I don't know the right word, it fuels this stereotype that everyone who's into, like, BDSM comes from this, like, a traumatic past, like
they're a tortured soul.
Yeah, so now they need to, like, torture other people, and it's like, no, some people just, like, need a little bit more to help them get off.
Someone can be, like, depressed and still want just regular, like, missionary sex. Like, that's all there is. There doesn't need to be anything whack about it. You don't need to be the most outrageous thing out there. I don't know.
Yes.
So I wonder what Theo's thing's going to be then, you know?
Yeah, true.
Oh, Jesus. Or maybe Winter could be the wild one. I'm hoping. If Winter is not wild, instant 0 stars.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. And so, yeah, they have now this sort of, sexual relationship that they, like, flirt and cross the line when they're out and about with each other.
But it's almost, at that point where having this fling, but they haven't really defined the relationship, and until they do, they're running away from their issues that plague them.
Yeah, they truly are in a bubble of themselves at the moment.
Yeah.
When in fact there is a harsh reality just outside the bubble, and consequences of actions, and obviously issues with other parties that still need to be resolved. So yeah, they get to Violet's house and they have a lot of sex, I guess, in the love shack or whatever. We meet a bunch of Violet and Cole, her husband's friends. Are they going to be the main characters in all these moving forward? Like, I don't remember their names, unfortunately.
Well, there's only 5 books, so maybe. Oh,
they might make an appearance, I guess.
I hope we get a Violet book.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Well, it'll be obviously, like, we've had Rhett, Cade.
I reckon it'll be Bo.
Yeah, Jasper, Bo, and Theo, I guess. And I hope one of them's gay or bi.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Gay rights, please. Gay rancher rights. So yeah, they hang out with Violet and a bunch of her friends. They have, like, a fun, like, hockey game, whatever. It's all very playful. Yeah. And Jasper's happy, Sloane's happy, again, in their bubble, but, like, everyone's having a jolly good time. Almost, for a moment, kind of forgotten about the Bo situation, which is kind of good, because you need that distraction and relief.
Yeah. Were you ever truly worried that Bo was going to be killed?
Fuck no, he was never going to die. No, I think that would absolutely ruin Jasper. Like, he's my boy's holding on by a thread. If Bo dies, he's gone.
Oh, and we forgot to mention that, it's in the other books as well, but Jasper kind of always wears a hat. And he, like, hides his eyes, but then as soon as, like, they start, like, Sloane and him officially start dating, then he no longer wears the hat. Yeah. Because he sees her and she sees him, I don't know, potentially. Yeah, and I don't know, and he doesn't have to hide himself anymore. Yeah. But also, he's just a shy guy in general, by the sounds of it, and, like, he doesn't want to be... I don't want to say bothered or disturbed by fans who recognise him and approach him either, because he always just wants to be on the down low. But yes, and we also have a few fan interactions, and of course there's, like, I don't know if it's on the way there or on the way back. Yeah, there was, like, a waitress flirty situation, and then, Sloane's like, rah, 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 her little drunken state. But then again, that's so... Yeah, and then there was one chick who was like, sign my boobs. Yeah. And he's like, I don't sign body parts. Yeah, which is fair. Which I think is a good boundary to have. This is another real meta character for the female love interest. Like, there's no way if
someone was flirting with the waitress, and then, I don't know, presumed friend is making a comment, and then the waitress is like, he's just playing hard to get. There's no way someone would say that in real life. And it just felt meta and cringy. And I was just like, surely there are other ways to make it seem like she's, trying really hard to hit on him.
Yeah.
Or just, take the L these days. Given the socio-political climate of women these days, just take the L.
Jesus.
But yeah, there's obviously going to be a jealous moment like that.
I was going to say, there wasn't really a third act fight in this, was there?
In terms of them, kind of. It didn't last very long, but it was when, Sloane...
Oh, yes, her dad, so her dad, Jasper tells Sloane that he didn't go to her and he couldn't be with her when they were younger because his dad said that if he didn't stay away, then he was going to get him kicked off the team.
Yep.
Because he's a very fancy schmancy businessman, has connections. And then, he comes back again and, like, kind of threatens them. And so Sloane is like, I don't want to make you choose me or hockey, blah, blah, blah. And then I actually really enjoyed this. I forgot because it wasn't just a matter of, oh, it doesn't matter, I just want to be with you, I just love you, it doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. But he actually went to his coach.
Yes.
It was kind of a throwaway line, but because we didn't see it. But he said, no, I went and spoke to the coach and we went to, the team managers and it's all sorted out. Like, he can't get me kicked off the team or anything.
Yeah.
But then I think he says, at the end of that, he's like, I would make that choice every day.
Yeah, but I think...
Like, over and over again,
Yeah, but I think the actual fight about it was in the moment, on the way home, discussing it, of course, because that's when we find out about it.
This is when we see Winter as well, yeah.
Yeah, but then Sloane asked him if it was like, is she worth that sort of risk? And then he didn't really say anything, and then she got upset by that.
Yeah.
And then that's their fight, but then obviously, it all blows over. Sloane is kind of forced, I guess, to attend a wacky birthday dinner, and Sterling and her father are there. Jasper rocks up, and that's his grandiose love gesture.
Yeah.
Like, I choose you. And he doesn't care if her dad thinks that he can kick him off this team or whatever.
Yeah. And he said, I fucked that ring right off her or whatever. Like,
it's like, ooh,
to Sterling.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So good. And they're just seething and really upset and angry, and then they just walk away hand in hand together.
I really enjoyed as well how Sloane went to like get her stuff from her apartment with Sterling, and then she only came out with like a small box because she's like, oh, I realised that nothing was really important enough for me to take.
Yeah, which it pretty much epitomizes their entire relationship. Like, it was not important at all.
Yeah, she's like nothing. Yeah, she's like nothing has any like sentimental value.
Yeah, and I think even throughout Jasper's early chapters, he's realizing that Sterling never really listened to Sloane.
Yeah, it doesn't like hype her up, and
it doesn't take any interest in her, what she likes, dislikes, etc. So obviously Jasper is the one.
And he calls her Sunny, which I don't really get, but cute, I guess, for having
Sunny.
Nicknames.
Everyone has to have a nickname, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
And then just like a very nice ending. We get an ending where Jasper's team, on the brink of not having a great season, end up winning Stanley Cup, I believe. And there's just another... Elsie has really written the formula. Like, it's all kind of like different conflicts, but same structure, and it's always going to end in, Jasper winning the Stanley Cup. Though Rhett's didn't participate in his bull riding final, it was in that environment. And then Cade with his little, what was it? I don't know, pennant thing.
Yeah, you know what? She, has really cracked the formula, and she's done it really well in a way that it's not boring or repetitive in each book, because each book, kind of has the same structure, but each story within the book, they've all been, like, really compelling and really different from each other.
Although I did notice as well that when we get that text thread in the beginning of some chapters, especially when it's Sloane talking to the gals, it's always like, have you fucked him yet? You need to fuck him, but like that's getting a little bit repetitive for me, to be honest.
Oh, also, I wanted to say as well, was it in this one that I kept having spelling errors, or was it in the last one?
As you were saying, I don't like my audio stopped, so I don't know what we've said. So we're just moving on.
I was going to say, was it in this book or the previous book that I was having the spelling errors in my Kindle?
Last book.
Oh, last book. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I feel like I did not encounter anything to note.
Yeah,
which is great.
Good.
And then there's an epilogue. Oh yeah, also, yeah, at some point Beau is fine and he's back. It's great.
Oh yeah, and he just has some burns.
He's a little fucked up, but that's fine. He'll be right. Jasper receives like a quarter of land on the ranch because Harvey...
Yes. All the kids get a quarter, yeah.
Yeah, and now Jasper is like truly part of the family.
Oh, I've just seen a review, so I just want to get a review. Yeah, well, a review, sorry. And I just want to get into it quickly because the review was, why did they have to be introduced as cousins?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Jesus.
And it's like, they're not, because she is, Harvey's niece, but they obviously adopted Jasper, and then she only came out to the ranch on summers, etc. So, like, I have best friends that are also family friends that I call cousins, because it's just easier to say that, like, they're my cousins, to, like, other people, instead of, like, going to the family history. I don't see them as, like, familial cousins. So,
right, yeah.
And then there's all these, like, tail babies. Like, they keep making jokes that they're going to have tail babies or whatever, because they'll have kids and they're cousins. And it's like, I understand the joke, but it's like, yeah, you're not cousins. Like, yeah.
Like they're not going to be deformed or, like, have a tail.
Yeah. And it's like, that's part of the joke.
The incestuous joking isn't great. It's probably the only downside now that I think about it.
Yeah, because as a person who has read a book, well, I guess they were step cousins, but still, it was heavily implied that we are family and only we get to fuck you book.
But I feel like the step
So
cousins, the step cousins had a much greater familial bond than you've described having family friends being considered cousins. Yeah. Like, that's two different relationships right there. Yeah, so yeah, the incestuous jokes were not great. And I think Jasper had proposed, or they're en route to get married, Jasper and Sloane, at some point.
Something like that.
And Jasper gave Sloane a ring that she had described in the beginning of the book, because Sterling doesn't take an interest, again, in what she likes. Another tick for Jasper being better than Sterling. And yeah, I think... I forget what else. I think that's pretty much it in the epilogue. It's all signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah.
Happy endings all round. And then, we also get early introduction of Winter and Theo. They have an encounter. And it's like, again, Winter, just fuck him.
Yeah. Just fuck him, please.
But yeah, cute, yeah. Elsie has nailed the structure. But yeah, of course, there's a plethora of different and complex issues to be discovered. But yeah, no, loved it. It was great. And yeah, we're stemming a little bit further away from the ranch, but I think Theo being close to Rhett and obviously Winter being very close to Summer, we're going to spend much more time there and back into the bull riding scape. This is where I'm worried that this is going to be book 1 2.0 in a way, because Winter would inevitably get with the bull rider, with Rob being the issue at hand, whereas Summer got with the bull rider with Rob being an issue at hand. So I'm scared, but it'll be good.
I reckon it'll be okay.
If the ending of that book is not Theo winning the bull riding final, then I don't want it.
Have seen a spoiler, so I'm interested to see in which direction it's going. So, yes.
Love that.
I think it will be the most impactful book of all.
I mean, I feel like it has a lot of real issues.
Emotionally impactful, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a real, like, women issue driven and women healing sort of way, because, Winter's gone through a lot.
Yeah.
And it's going to be something that women relate to a lot, I reckon, as well. We shall see. So welcome to the Stars That Listens segment on this podcast, where we pluck a 1-star review and a 5-star review from Goodreads. We don't search too hard for these, and this is just for a bit of fun. We start off with the 1-star review first, and we finish with the 5 stars because it's all positive and on an excellent note. I will go first. I have 2 in the same screenshots. Alrighty. The first one. You'll call anything childhood best friends to lovers. This book is bland and boring, and girl should never be the one who is pining one. That just did not make sense anyway, but yeah. Sorry. But yeah, alright, the second one. I should be monetarily compensated for wasting my time on this. Harsh. Alright, so I chose 2 because one's just a sentence. Alright, this one is, when he said crawl, I had to take a lap. We truly did not. Alright, I have another one. Elsie Silver must be stopped. She absolutely cannot keep getting away with this. It's banger after banger, hit after hit, perfect man after perfect man, and I can't take it. Mark my words, this will be my top reads of 2023.
Hi everybody, just letting you all know that this is a re-record because in the original recording my microphone cut out, but now we have new microphones, so this shouldn't be an issue from now on. Okay. I'm going to read my 1-star review of Powerless, and I think it is going to be different than my first record because I can't remember which one I did. Okay. You'll call anything childhood best friends to lovers. This book is bland and boring, and girl should never be the one who... Wait, what? Hang on. You'll call anything childhood best friends to lovers. This book is bland and boring, and the girl should never be the one who is pining. Well, I don't agree, that's stupid, but anyway, okay. And I'll find a 5-star. Jasper Gervais. That's all. So thanks everybody for listening. You can find us on Instagram at letterbox_book_club. And from there, our link tree is in our bio where you can find us in all the places, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, etc. And next week we will be doing Reckless by Elsie Silver as well, which is the Theo and Winter story, which is very exciting. So catch you all then. Have a great week. Bye.